Squid Game is back, and it's not here to play. Season 3 hasn't even premiered yet, and it's already dropped a bomb on fans with new images, leaks, and details only the sharp-eyed have caught. And if you thought things would cool down after last season's rebellion, think again. The tension is more alive than ever, and the characters are entering the game with scars that go far beyond the physical. This video is for those who want to understand what each image reveals, who's on the edge, and which new game promises to leave everyone trembling. The truth is, Squid Game doesn't just want to shock anymore. Now, the plan is to emotionally destroy anyone watching. The first image hits like a punch to the gut. Gi-hun screaming, injured, being dragged by the guards like an empty shell. And it's not just the despair in his eyes that stands out. His face is bruised, as if he was knocked out beforehand, possibly by the very soldiers. He takes the beating, screams, but seems too drained to resist. The man who once defied the system now just tries to breathe. The rebellion failed, and the cost was too high. A friend killed before his eyes, pain rubbed in his face as punishment. And what does the frontman do with suffering? Turns it into fuel for the spectacle. Gi-hun, who vowed never to get involved again, is thrown back into the nightmare. Not by choice, but because choice no longer exists. And after that, he appears in the dormitory between the pregnant player and 120, completely defeated. What's even more shocking is that he's handcuffed, even outside the game, still treated like a prisoner. He's only freed when it's time to play. The scene is silent but says it all. Head down, empty expression. It's not just his body that's back in the game. It's as if his will to live was left in the coffin. The dynamics have changed. Players are now divided into two teams by colored balls, red and blue. What seemed like an innocent draw reveals itself as a hunt within a maze. Reds become predators, blues, targets, and there's no laser or giant doll this time. It's knives in hand and adrenaline at full throttle. The pregnant woman, for instance, ends up on the red team. That means she'll have to hunt her own allies, including player 120. Nothing more symbolic than a pregnant woman, a symbol of life, being forced to kill. The details in the images reveal more than the teaser. Keys, locks, claustrophobic corridors. A maze where running is useless if you don't have the right key. And worse, time is ticking, hunters are closing in, and tension turns into suffocation. The entire setting is shaped like a blade. Coincidence? Definitely not. This isn't just a game. It's a stylized massacre. The elderly player and her son end up on opposing sides, and that image of her crying already delivers the emotional spoiler. Something tragic is going to happen. Probably to him. Min-soo, the most fragile among the players, now appears hiding something. If it's what it seems, drugs from player 124, he won't survive being who he was. He'll have to become something more dangerous. And Namgyu, well, he's completely lost it. The images show a guy who's not there to play, but to cause chaos. A villain with an uncovered face and a psychotic gaze. While everyone focuses on the players, there's a group acting in the shadows. And this might be even more dangerous than the red team's knives. Noel, the infiltrated soldier, is finally caught red-handed. The image of her being surprised by a superior, possibly the recruiter himself, marks the turning point of the parallel plot. She wanted to sabotage the games from within, but now the jig is up. Another one making a strong return is the police officer. Now in a diving suit, he appears isolated, indicating he arrived on the island alone, perhaps after an ambush. The guy survived the previous season going in circles, but now he's heading straight into the eye of the storm. And in command, the front man, seated, unmasked, visibly worn out. He still controls the game, but he's clearly different. Perhaps more unstable, perhaps more dangerous. The second challenge of the season appears in images with settings that mix painted skies, poles, and giant dolls. And no, it's not just aesthetics. This screams danger ahead. The stakes? A jump rope game, but with a steel cable. One mistake, one miscalculated jump, and you're sliced in half. The dolls, by the way, seem to control this deadly rope. They're facing each other, ready to slice anyone in between. Min-soo and Myung-gi appear in this setting, which already indicates they survived the first game. But now the challenge is different. Staying calm in an environment designed to provoke mistakes. The fortune teller player is different, firmer, more fanatical, and with followers. Faith has become a tool of power, and she promises to be one of the season's major figures. Gi-hun, with drugs in his system, has become a walking threat. His gaze doesn't seek survival, it seeks carnage. Dae-ho, in a highly tense image, is seen looking back, eyes wide, with no one around. His expression is one of shock. He saw something, and it wasn't good. Alone, vulnerable, and clearly affected by something we can't see. And sometimes, what's scary isn't what appears, it's what's yet to come. And then comes one of the most disturbing images. The pregnant woman's boyfriend, alone, covered in blood, with a completely lost look. His face says more than 1,000 words. He seems like someone who just witnessed the worst possible scenario. And the context weighs even more when we remember they were on the same team, the red team. That means they weren't facing each other, but attacking others. So, what happened? Was she injured during the game? Did the baby get born amidst the chaos? Or worse, did she not survive? The blood on him could be from others, or it could be hers. And judging by his distressed expression, he knows something went terribly wrong. And the worst part? There's no undoing it. At this point, it's safe to say, the third season of Squid Game isn't here to stall. It goes straight for the wound. New game, characters on the edge, conspiracy behind the masks, and blood ready to spill in all directions. Each image revealed so far seems like a frame of bottled up tension, ready to explode on screen. It's not just about who will survive, it's about who can remain human after it all. The premiere is set for June 27th. The countdown has begun, and from what's been shown, no one is ready for what's coming. So, are you ready for what's coming in Squid Game? If this teaser already hit hard, just imagine the full season. If you like this no-fluff breakdown, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss what's next. See you in the next one.